All right, we're calling to order the city council meeting of January 6, 2025. And let's have a roll call, please.
Mayor Muehlhofer,
Here.
Councilor Camberos, Councilor Vermillion,
Here.
Councilor Suetos,
Here.
Councilor Chester,
Here.
Councilor Shane Holz is absent, Councilor Dixon.
Here.
We have quorum.
Okay, great. Let's all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Last speakers, please.
I think you can.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. The next item on the presentation list is the oath of office. And Mr. Moody, you are going to do that.
Yes, sir. Do you want to have each individual come out here?
Yes, that'd be excellent.
So we'll start with you.
All right, great.
Not your first time to do this, but it is mine.
That's special. Very special.
All right.
Will you raise my hand, sir?
Yes.
I'd love to do that.
Sure, sounds good.
All right.
I, Al Muehlhofer, do solemnly swear
I, Al Muehlhofer, do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America
to uphold the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America.
and the state of Oregon and the charter and ordinances of the city of Phoenix,
All right, the state of Oregon and the charters and the ordinances of the city of Phoenix,
and carry out my duties to the best of my ability.
and carry out the duties to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. I, Nicole Swados, solemnly swear
I, Nicole Swidos, do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America
to uphold the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America
and the state of Oregon
and the state of Oregon
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Phoenix,
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Phoenix,
and to carry out my duties to the best of my ability.
and to carry out my duties to the best of my ability. No,
I, Susan Chester,
I, Susan Chester,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America
to uphold the laws, the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America
and the state of Oregon
and the state of Oregon
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Phoenix,
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Phoenix,
and to carry out my duties to the best of my ability.
and to carry out my duties to the best of my abilities.
I, Virginia Cabrera,
I, Virginia Camberos,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America
to uphold the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America
and the state of Oregon
and the state of Oregon
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Phoenix,
and the chartered ordinances of the city of Phoenix,
and to carry out my duties to the best of my ability.
and to carry out my duties to the best of my ability.
All right, that's wonderful. Thank you very much. Now we're turning to state of the city. So this is my opportunity to share some thoughts with you, Al style. And So before I get into the state of the city, I like to tell stories about the people of Phoenix. And here's an interesting story, all true. So I like to go over to the Phoenix Historical Society. And the reason I like to go over there, it's the only place in Phoenix where I am the youngest person in the room. And that means a lot to me. So I was over there for the December holiday party, and this woman sat across from me. And people like to talk about their age, you know. So she's sitting there and she says, how old do you think I am? And I looked at her and I said, you're about 100. And she said, you're close. You're close. She said, I'm 94. And I said, wow, that's interesting. And we're talking a little bit. And I said, you know, I was just elected mayor of Phoenix. And she said, really? You? She looked at me and she said, I don't know. And we're talking and she said, wait a second. Do you get any kickbacks? And I said, what do you mean kickbacks? You know, get a little on the side and so forth. And I said, you know, I was born in Chicago, so I understand kickbacks, but no, I don't get any kickbacks. What do you mean? And she's looking at me and said, I don't think you're really a mayor. I want to tell you something. My father was mayor of Phoenix and he got a kickback. What are you talking about? She said, he got free water. Wow. And I'm thinking about my water bill, you know, especially in the summertime with my wife, they're irrigating everything. And it's like, you know, $10,000 a month. And I'm looking at it, I said, free water? And she said, you have free water. Do you get anything? No, I don't get anything. You're not a mayor. You're not a mayor. Heck with you. And I said, no, come on. And I finally said, what year are you talking about? And she said, oh, and she went up to the wall where all the photographs are. And she found one. She said, there's Dad. I said, what year? And she said, oh, that's 1949. And I'm thinking it's got to be 75 cents or $1 a month, which is probably a big deal in those days. But, you know, so the point is this, that I don't get any kickbacks, but I'm mayor of Phoenix and that's priceless. So I'm going to do a little reading here because I can't memorize all of this. But I wanted to talk to you about Phoenix now. So now it's about the vibe of Phoenix, the word vibe. What is vibe? Vibe is the atmosphere of a place. It's the instinctive feeling that a person gets about a place. So let's talk about the vibe of Phoenix. The opening of the Foodery and Moxie Brew was a game changer for our downtown. Overnight, we became a destination. Between the Cheese Cave on the north and the Phoenix Industrial Studios on the south, we see a growing group of independent businesses that are the core of our economic development. Business comes here because we are the heart of the valley and offer unique customer experiences. And if you want to learn more about our experiences, I invite you to come to the Chamber of Commerce hosted Economic Development Summit, which is occurring on January 21st right here in the Civic Center. I think it'll be an exciting event. I'm going to talk about what's going on, and Zach Moody will be there as well to really explore where we are and where are we going. We need to review our urban renewal agency plans, grant programs, properties, and funding. Now is the time to optimize our use of urban renewal as an economic development tool. Urban renewal is one of the strategies that we can use to attract new business. We've already embarked on updating our Parks Master Plan. I'm looking forward to seeing the recommendations this spring. Our wetlands adjoining our downtown are valued more than ever. The discovery of multiple springs and increasing the pathways for citizens and visitors to enjoy the area
are key aspects of our downtown development. Let's pledge to plant more trees. We've lost so many due to the fire. It's something we really need to focus on. We look forward to exciting events hosted by our City Parks and Recreation Committee, as well as increased use of the Blue Heron band shell. The artists in our city want to express themselves through public art, which is so vital to a healthy community. Towards that end, we're creating the Phoenix Arts Council. Within our downtown, there are several areas appropriate for murals, which would enhance our downtown as a real destination. The art students of the Phoenix Talent School District are ready to collaborate on this effort. We need to identify our future leaders in this community and offer them leadership training. I've begun discussions with Ethos Academy to look at offering a course that will provide the tools to citizens to be leaders in our local nonprofits, as well as to be involved in our city government, either in elected or volunteer positions. Under the area of better communication, we'll be looking at all the platforms to connect our citizens with our city government. We need to think about informing our citizens in a variety of ways, including town halls, social media, and e-newsletters. I will be hosting town hall meetings at least quarterly, starting in March. Also, the City Council will be discussing improved communication in our upcoming meetings. We continue to implement the urban growth expansion to South Stage Road, as well as continue planning for bringing in the area east of North Phoenix Road, known as PH5. We need to start now to strategize how to market the commercial areas in PH5. Our relationship with Fire District 5 is excellent, and we're blessed to see the firefighting equipment and personnel housed in our brand new fire station. We're hopeful that the negotiations with Mercy Flights will result in the stationing of an ambulance in our fire station. In a few months, we need to look at updating our strategic plan to ensure that we share a common vision. It's essential that the mayor, city council, city staff, and most importantly, the citizens share the goals for our community. I see three parts in this process: a citizen survey, town hall meetings to gather citizen input, and a city council workshops to finalize the plan. I want to recognize key stakeholders in our city. I'll continue to support their efforts and to strengthen our community. And I think they're all here tonight. Will Vopert, President, Phoenix Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Will. Right next to him, Carolina Marshall, Chair of the Board, First Phoenix Center. Thank you, Carolina. Christina Lefevre, President, Pollinator Project of the Rose Valley. Thank you, Christina. And there he is, Robert Coffin from the Save the Phoenix Wetlands Group. Thank you. Finally, I want to state the cornerstones of my term as mayor. And this is really, probably the most important thing. First and foremost is trust. Trust, trust. Without having the trust of our citizens, we do not have a firm foundation to build upon. Under that trust are the key words: respect, transparency, and accountability. I'm an open door mayor with an office here in the Civic Center. Actually, where you're sitting out there, that's my office. And I have a phone number that anyone can call. I love to connect with citizens and network with business owners. Let's always remember that we work for the citizens of Phoenix. 3 weeks ago, I had my first town hall meeting, and I'm up to speed on the concerns of citizens. Myself and the three counselors recently attended a great meeting with the entire city staff. I want to thank Eric Swanson for hosting that. We had a full day of wonderful discussions on where we stand, where we're going in Phoenix, and I think we're all together on this. I'm really excited about that. I want to say one other thing. Buenos dias, mis amigos de Phoenix. Yo soy su alcalde. All right. All right. That's about it. Let's get started. All right. Thank you. All right, let me turn the page and we're going on to public comments, which I have a nice list in front of me here. And the first person is Tony Chavez. Welcome, Mr. Chavez.
You stole some of my thunder, Al, but that's okay. I'd like to welcome the new candidate, or sorry, Tony Chavez, 210 North Church Street. I'd like to welcome the new candidates and administration to the city of Phoenix.
Yeah, I think like.
My wife and I have lived here for over 20 years. We own a home and 2 businesses, Gypsy Trader and King Hat Designs. As a citizen of Phoenix, a homeowner and a business owner, I felt it was our duty to participate and contribute to our city. After all, if our city is doing good, our town is safer, cleaner, businesses are doing better, property values are strong. All in all, a better place to live. I started attending and participating with the Phoenix City Council about 12 years ago on a regular basis, although my first meeting was in 2006. In that time, we have had 4 different full-time city managers, 2 interim city managers, although it was the same person both time on that, 5 planning directors, 5 mayors, and almost 12.5 counselors. It's been a lot of change, and sometimes kind of lacks stability with such a turnover. Sometimes those council meetings were very long and boring. Sometimes it was just Chief Boker not in the audience for meeting after meeting. Let's see. In that time, I've worked with the city in many different capacities with many successful projects. I was on the design committee for this building that we're in right now, which is one of the most rewarding experiences I've had working with the city from start to finish. Church Street was another rewarding project experience that I've had. Although started on a negative, it ended up with a very positive and successful experience. It drew a lot of community participation and interest. It's an example of one, what can happen when people in position lose sight of their ethics and their responsibility. And 2, it's what can happen when citizens come together and push back for what is right. I've witnessed a lot of positive accomplishments from this city and have also witnessed some not so positive actions. Phoenix's priority should be its community. A community is not just its citizens. It's people who own businesses in Phoenix. It's parents who have students in our school district.
Okay.
Since we have a shared district with talent, those people might not live in Phoenix.
Could you conclude? For 3.
Okay. Those are people who are an active member of our community and contribute their time, energy, education, and experience to Phoenix. Accomplishments and projects are definitely part of the city's duty, but the citizens and community are also part of that priority. You cannot do one without the other, and sometimes that gets forgotten.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. All right, Brad Russell. I believe you're from the Medford YMCA, am I correct?
From the Rogue Valley Family YMCA.
The Rogue Valley Family
That's right.
YMCA, thank you.
Thanks, Mayor, council members, City Manager Swanson. I just wanted to come and say a few quick things. Mayor Baker had sent us a letter November 26th, and it was referencing the YMCA as a desired community asset, which just made us thrilled. So thank you for that. And it also mentioning and we welcome a regional planning process to better serve Phoenix. So I also look forward to that. So I'm just really here looking forward to a work session, and just wanted to mention a few quick things. YMCA, the USA, of course, encourages YMCAs and local officials to work together to adjust to population changes, organizational capacities, other environmental changes and such. And so, you know, as we look forward to working more closely with you, you know, we just want to make sure that we can do that the best we can. And we just want to, you know, look forward to an actual work session. And a few quick things that we have done that we're really proud of since 1944 that we've been active in Phoenix. You know, we provide emergency childcare for your essential personnel during the pandemic and also to fire victims. And we expanded that specialized childcare service to working families and to vulnerable populations when the state allowed. We managed the operations at this Phoenix Plaza Civic Center with on-site staff and with adult fitness classes, and that was prior to the Almeida fires. And then obviously there was a change. So perhaps one of the ideas is that we could get that started again. We have a long-standing relationship with obviously the Phoenix Town School District, the Housing Authority, and some other organizations that were mentioned in that letter. We currently provide after-school programs, day camp programs, youth sport programs, and lots of other things for youth and families on site in Phoenix. We provide over $100,000 each year in financial assistance scholarships to families who might need it, so that regardless if somebody can pay or not, can participate in wide programs. So I think it's wonderful actually that the Ashland Family YMCA has expressed a new interest in helping Phoenix. That's a first. And so, you know, we work together so that there's proper coordination with the two YMCAs. And so I just hope that we could set up a work session in weeks ahead. So
Very
thanks.
good.
Thanks for the time.
Thank you. Sandy Wine, where are you? There she is. Have a seat, Sandy.
Thanks. This is Al's second appearance today for me. He's all over town. Anyway, I'm Sandy Wine, 109 Abbey Street, Phoenix, Oregon. I am the president of Bee City USA, and I am also a manager of the Blue Heron Community Garden. And I'm so proud of those activities. I love it. And this is so timely. Today in the mail, I received from the USDA after I registered and we were approved as a community garden at Blue Heron Park. And that's quite an honor because we're the only red dot in Southern Oregon International Bank. The reason I love USDA and also the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation, they partner, is because their mission is to join, to grow, which is to teach, practice sustainable gardening, and then to teach. And we have so many wonderful local organizations who are here tonight, who teach. Teaching is a way to, I think, make people aware of what needs to be done. We have Art Coffin, he is the Monarchs, Southern Oregon Monarchs. We have Christina, culminating project of Rogue Valley. I think we have some Save the Wetland people here, and we have some more people who are local. I don't think we have Bear Creek stewards here, but the whole point of this is I talked to Eric today, and I really believe I came away from the conversation, not Eric, I talked to that man, Zach. And it was the partnership. Their model here at the USDA is to partner private organizations, philanthropic, federal agencies, and by working together as a consortium, I think we can do great things here in Phoenix for all our green initiatives, which are badly needed, especially after the fire. We're slowly getting back, guys, but it's slow. And I hope that we can work together, our most important partner being the city of Phoenix, because the community garden is city property. You established this, the city of Phoenix, and we're thriving. We have to expand. We're out of plots. We're going to have a children's garden. We're leading on that so we can teach our young people how to do this to save the planet. And I want to leave you with one thought, is that we can talk more together. There are plenty of grants out there. Zach turned me on to a few, and we have one that I think we can't manage. It's too soon, and it's with the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation. It's just too soon. It's like in 2 weeks. But there are others opportunities. Oh, he's calling time.
Yep.
But let me leave you with one thought. I want to work with the city of Phoenix, all our local green organizations, and a quote from General Powell. Perpetual optimism is a force multiplier. Let's
Thank
all
you. Thank you, Phoenix.
be
Thank you, Phoenix. You are, she is Phoenix. She epitomizes Phoenix. She's involved in everything. Thank you, Sandy. You are Miss Phoenix. Thank you. Oh, that's all right. Okay, Mike Hussey is next from Fire District 3. Welcome. Chief Hussey.
All right. Well, good evening, Mayor and councilors, and importantly, our community. My name's Mike Hussey. I serve as Fire Chief for Fire District 3, and as of January 1st, I serve as Fire Chief of the City of Phoenix. It's an honor to bring the talented team that we have at Fire District 3 down to Fire District 5. So our management services, we're going to be looking at providing financial oversight, training, executive leadership. We'll be leaning into the risk reduction efforts and build those as time goes. And we want to make sure that as the community builds back, it builds back wisely and with resilience. It's going to be important. As mentioned by the mayor earlier, an agreement with Mercy Flights is being pursued. We have a beautiful facility over there. We continue to grow into it. We thank the community for the support of it. We're going to optimize the space and try and make available enough space for an ambulance. And it's important to note that the ambulance won't be assigned or dedicated solely to the city of Phoenix, but it's going to be a posting facility to the south end and available whenever they need. There will be a presence. I think lastly, mentioned it earlier, strong sentiment of partnerships I heard just prior. And that's why we're here. We have a motto that our communities will be stronger together. We serve the communities of Gold Hill, Eagle Point, White City, and Central Point, and truly an honor to bring the services to the south. Fire District 5 will look the same. There'll just be a different power plant behind it right now. So,
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And the next person I have is Jim Jessets. Are you here? All right, please come forward.
Hello and congratulations.
Thank you.
First off, I just got this in the mail today,
Mhm.
and this is what informed me of this meeting today,
Great.
which is pretty irrelevant if I didn't check my mailbox after 5:30 this afternoon. So I wouldn't be able to stand here and say, or sit here rather, and say, hey, Congratulations to y'all. The other thing I'm curious about is it says the Southern Oregon Regional Employment Center. Have you read this?
Not yet, no.
Really? You're the mayor.
I will read it though. Thank you very much. No, I have one at home. I just didn't have time to read it because I did. You're right.
Southern Oregon Regional Employment Center makes it sound like, hey, come here and get a job. No, what you're saying is we have 614 acres that we're gonna do this to something. Granted, it's on the other side of the freeway from me, so it's not gonna affect me on this side. But the map it shows doesn't show anything. It's embarrassing for you to put this out with this. That is poor government. I'm sorry, that's poor government. We need more knowledge. We need more visual. See what's going on.
I hear you.
And that's just wrong. Okay. The other thing, I walk my dog a lot down the streets. And I'm sorry, Tony says he did this great construction job over on Church Street. The handicap ramps you got are silly and stupid. They are trip hazards for old people. They are 90-degree curves when they should be swooping, because the main thing for old people and drunks is tripping and falling.
And I'm old, so I understand.
So you need to look into this. You need to read this. And you say you got an open door policy?
Yes.
Good. I want your number
All right.
because you got mine.
All right, good. Thank you. You'll get my number. Thank you, sir. I believe that is all we have for public comment right now. So we'll go on to the consent agenda. And again, we've got this where the minutes have got to be approved from last time.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
All right, thank you. And then we
I'd second it.
all right, we have a second. And so, thank you, Larry. And so we can go on to a roll call.
Yes, sir. Counselor Vermillion,
Yes.
Counselor Dixon,
Yes.
Counselor Camberos.
Yes.
Counselor Chester,
Yes.
Counselor Shane Holtz is absent. Counselor Suetos,
Yes.
motion passes.
All right, great. Thank you very much. All right. So going on again to the next item, we have new business number 7, appointment of the 2025 council president. I'm open for nominations. Do I have nominations for council president?
I would like to nominate Susan Chester. I know that I've seen you be a leader and active in what you're doing with the campaign and that. So I thought maybe you would like to try it in that position.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
All right, we have a second for Susan Chester as council president. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Yes, sir. Counselor Vermillion,
Yes.
Counselor Suetos,
Yes.
Counselor Camberos,
Yes.
Counselor Chester.
Yes.
You can answer abstain.
Counselor Shane Holtz is absent. Counselor Dixon.
if you wish to.
Okay, motion passes.
All right, good.
I'm sorry.
Congratulations, council president.
If I could, just a second. If you're uncomfortable, if you're voting for yourself or those types of things, you can, but you can also abstain if you wish.
Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know.
Okay, great. All right, going on to the next appointment of the council vice president. I'm open for nominations.
I'd like to nominate Counselor Dixon.
All right. Do we have,
He's been very involved since, and it seems like he knows what he's doing.
all right. A second.
I second that motion.
All right, excellent. Any discussion on that? None? Roll call.
Okay, Counselor Chester,
Yes.
Counselor Camberos,
Yes.
Counselor Suetos,
Yes.
Counselor Vermillion,
Yes.
Counselor Shane Holtz is absent. Counselor Dixon.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, great. Congratulations. That's wonderful. All right, moving on to resolution number 1133, a resolution establishing city officials for the purpose of signing on behalf of City of Phoenix for city funds. All right. So we need a motion for that, and that is where is it on? It's on the page back here, huh? Page 8. And so like we did before, we need someone to make a motion starting up there at the top, correctly?
Mr. Mayor, may I briefly,
Yes.
similar to the resolution for the urban renewal signing, we did not have all the names in the resolution for you. So now, under the resolution, staff would propose a change to the resolution to add Susan Chester as council president and Larry Dixon as council vice president. So when you make a motion to approve, if you could say as amended with those names, that would be great.
I move to approve resolution number 1133, a resolution establishing city officials for the purpose of signing on behalf of the city of Phoenix for city funds. Susan Chester as president and Larry Dixon as vice president.
Okay, we need a second on that.
I second the motion.
All right. No further discussion. Roll call.
Yes, sir. Counselor Vermillion.
Yes.
Counselor Suetos.
Yes.
Counselor Camberos.
Yes.
Counselor Chester.
Yes.
Counselor Dixon.
Yes.
Counselor Shane Holtz is absent. Motion passes.
Great. Thank you very much. All right. Moving on to public hearings, we have none tonight that I'm aware of. Staff reports, everyone, the new counselors, Doug, have not met you before. And if you have any comments that you'd
No,
like to make.
that's fine. Thank you. So yes, I'm your city attorney. I should say, welcome aboard. Good job. Congratulations. I'm your city attorney. I've got some history here too. I was born here in Southern Oregon, but was raised here in Phoenix. So I went to kindergarten through high school, and I live here. Raised our family here in Southern Oregon, not in Phoenix. So with that, I've come here with a special, place in my heart for you guys and for your city. And it's always enjoyable working. I have a regular private practice here in Medford, but I also am acting city attorney for City of Ashland at this moment until they find a replacement for me. They're working at that. And at that, with that, I can say that I'm open. My door is open as well. If you need to make a phone call, and I'll be happy to assist with you. I represent the city, not by extension, all of you as a majority, not individually. So when you call me, I have to let you understand that when you're calling me, you're calling for everybody. So I can't hold secrets between, as you would normally with an attorney. You'd talk to me and say, gee, I really don't need anyone else to know about this. I'm not allowed to keep that secret from anyone else. And so from that standpoint, I can, if you're asking questions, please try to make them so that they are ways in which I can respond to everybody. Because oftentimes, if I can, it's better for me to be able to say, a counselor or council person asked me this question, and here's the answer for everybody. So, so that's basically the only rule I'll say at this point. But again, as we go through, you'll have lots of other questions, I'm sure. I know that they're going to be doing some programming for you folks so that you kind of get your feet, kind of some 101 on how to operate and as a city council person and make those motions and do all those types of things. A little bit about public meeting laws and those types of things as well. Those will all be part of your education here. So, and I'll be helping wherever I can. And again, once again, without further ado, I want to just, again, congratulate you and welcome you on. And it's an exciting time and we'll help you as best we can.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. City manager.
Sure. I'll just add to what Doug is saying. We're hosting the League of Oregon Cities Public Officials workshop here on the 15th. So that'll be another great opportunity to learn more about communication is the main thing. And on those communications, typically I'm also carbon copy those emails so that I can, if there's something that needs to be shared with the rest of the council, I can facilitate that. So, but other than that, no,
Yes.
I'm looking forward to continuing our efforts to work together on things and strengthen that relationship between staff and council and the community. It's really important to us. And as you mentioned, there's a lot of projects. We're really at a turning point, and it'll be exciting and looking forward to it. So at this point in time, I usually turn to some of the city staff that might show up and Chief. Okay. That's okay. But I know he's planning on providing a report on police activities here soon.
It's in the email. Yeah. It's there already.
The report, the annual, I'm sorry, I said report. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll have that to kind of look back at 2023. So, and then, yeah, we get the weekly emails kind of giving a weekly summary of some of the efforts that are going on. So anyway, we're here for you. And one thing I'll mention is probably next time I see you, I'm going to have a new knee. And that's because on Wednesday, I'm getting it replaced. So one of them. So if you have anything that comes up, Zach is the person at City Hall, and Chief is also available for anything public safety related. So, but I'm going to try to figure out a way to do some of the work as remote as soon as I'm able to function. But for now, it's looking like at least a few weeks to get to rehab. So, yeah. Thanks. That's it.
Yeah. I have your address. I'll get a hold of you.
Just one last thing. With all the council members and everybody here, with all the newbies and everything, is there a list or a place where I can know who does what, so I make sure that I phone the appropriate person and all
Yes.
that?
I will get back to you on that. I have your address. I will contact you 100%. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thanks so
All
very
right.
much.
No problem. All right, thank you. Community Development Director's next.
Thank you very much. I just have a couple of announcements. I try to keep this short. So I wanted to make an announcement, first of all, of talking about economic development. We had planned on having a community and economic development fair at the beginning of this month, actually this Wednesday, as a matter of fact, and we ended up moving it to get a little crowded in January. So we did reschedule that to the 19th of February from 6 to 8 p.m. here at the Civic Center. And we'll have public agencies here, we'll have businesses here, and then we'll have local nonprofits as well. We're hoping to fill the room up over there for a couple of reasons. One, we want everybody to be able to engage with different organizations, different agencies, different businesses, but also we'll have the folks from the University of Oregon that will be presenting their final draft of the Park Master Plan, or their initial final plan of the Park Master Plan. And then also a project that we haven't talked about recently is the Transportation Growth Management Plan, which is a greenway revisioning program for commercial development along the greenway. And they will be coming to present their findings at that same meeting. So I'm trying to make everybody come together and be able to get the information that they need. And then lastly, on behalf of Mike Oxendine, who is a local urban forester, he has been working with the Department of Land Conservation and Development's Community Green Infrastructure Grant Program. It's a $12.5 million grant program that provides urban canopies or projects that support urban canopies and climate change, climate friendly types of programs. Has applied for a grant to help us plant 70 trees along Bear Creek Drive. Now that's a 2,000 linear foot strip of Bear Creek Drive from pretty much Blue Heron Park to 4th Street, hoping to get both sides of the streets planted. So hopefully that will work. 70 trees plus 3 years of maintenance, if the grant's approved, would make a dramatic change in that corridor, speaking of fire damage. So Anyways, we'll try to give you more updates on some of those things that are coming up, but those are the two that I come up with tonight.
Great. Okay, great. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, at this time, we go around the table here and I'd like to speak last. So we're going to start with Larry Dixon. What do you have to say tonight, sir?
Well, Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to working with new council folks and this community is sort of really on the verge of amazing things and just so blessed to be a part of it. And yeah, just welcome to you all. And yep, there we go.
Thank you very much, Larry. Okay.
Hi, I just want to reiterate some of the reasons why I ran why I ran. And I didn't really have an agenda for this position. I just wanted to bring a fresh perspective. I'm really creative. I want to bring a common sense approach. And I'm really looking to engage the community and connect people. So thank you very much. And I'm really grateful for this position.
I am so optimistic about hearing all of you speak and your ideas. Great things are waiting for Phoenix. In the prior, I am also very proud of what others have done. Like the city has blossomed out of the fires, the foodery, the business after business that I can't even remember all of those, the trees coming, the parks master plan, to those who've gone before us. They've done a really good job and I'm really proud of all of that. Welcome to you all.
Thank you very much, Andrew. I really appreciate that.
Well, I would just like to tell everybody that I'm very honored and excited to be in this position and I guess a couple positions now. And, and I'm eager to learn all I can and be the best servant for all of our citizens that I can be. Thank you.
Can you hear me now? Okay. Well, once again, Feliz Año Nuevo. Happy New Year to everyone. I'm really excited about, being part of this council. I dreamt about this 10 years ago, but I was always afraid to run. And now that we ran and we're here, I'm looking forward to, connecting with the rest of our council members, our mayor, and more than anything is connecting with the community and seeing what it is that you all want and hear your voices so that we can put all this work, forward and have Phoenix be, I'm not going to say another Ashland, but, just be out there, just put ourselves out there and bring some more businesses, some more folks, coming and visiting Phoenix because of all the creativity and all the wonderful things that we can do here. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Virginia. Appreciate that. There we go. Okay. Just a few comments here. Our next city council meeting is on Tuesday, January 21st at 6:30. And one point, if you can't make meetings, this is for the new people, Zach, you want them to email who to make sure you usually get it. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, the new counselors know. Okay, email the city manager if you can't make a meeting, because we like to know ahead of time. We're always concerned about quorum and so forth. Okay, so that's something new. I want to make sure the three new people knew about that. And let's see what else. Yes, the 15th anniversary of the community dinner is this Thursday at 5 p.m. at the Presbyterian Church. I'll be there. And I mentioned things just so you're aware of them. And also, if you have time to attend, I appreciate it. The next thing, I want to recognize Becca Blake and the Phoenix Arts Council. And Becca is really getting that together with Will Vopert of the Chamber. And Becca has come up with the second Friday, spelled PHRIDAY, the second Friday of every month. And this month, Friday, January 10th at 5 o'clock at the Langford Art Gallery behind the Farmers Market, there will be a showing, an event. And this will, happen every month. And so I just want to make people aware of that. I'll try and announce it every month from up here. As I mentioned before, the Phoenix Economic Development Summit is Monday, January 21st at 8:30 here in the Civic Center. And I believe, Will, they can go to the Phoenix Chamber website to sign up, correct? All right, good. Purchase tickets, which are $10. Am I correct? All right. Very good. Yeah, I think that's about it. If I can't think of anything else. We're adjourned. Thank you.